This clip is brought to you by Mark Bell Slingshot. This gear is made for lifters by lifters. Enjoy this clip. From what I've seen with women, the bodies that we have are not like, this isn't the bodies that all these girls are going out and looking for. Truly, like we might be jacked and big or whatever, but it's not like because of this, we are put so much more above other dudes. The thing that puts men above other men truly is how successful they are. That's a real thing, because I have a few friends that are pretty young and we talk, and some of their relationship issues have come down to the fact that you're just young and you haven't hit, because some like the dudes are in shape, they're great looking, but some of the common problems they have is that they're young and they haven't hit their stride in terms of their career. So some of the issues that they're having in relationships or whatever are just by the fact that you are not where you need to be yet for a woman to be like, that's the guy, right? And you might have all the looks and everything, but we're not looked at for that. We're not looked at purely for our physicality and the way we look. It may add a lot to what we do, being in shape and being healthy, but it's not it's not the primary thing. Whereas for women, you are put way ahead of the game primarily for your looks. And that's why I think the media aspect of what we see as attractive for women is so much rougher on women than it is on men. I'm not saying it doesn't affect men at all. Don't get me wrong. Because some guys are going to be like, you know, what about men? It's not as rough on men, you know?
Does it go the opposite way for, so like I'm talking about like a dude, like imagine a young John Cena, right? Like a chick might see him and be like, that guy's useless. All he does is spend time in the gym. He probably has no job. He doesn't care about anything other than his body. But for like a chick, I don't think we think that. Like, I can't imagine it going the opposite. If a girl's like way too hot, or it's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess like we might think like, oh, she's either stuck up or she's like
ditzy or something like that.
Right. But I think dudes usually just look around that or get around that somehow, right?
What do you think? There's some thoughts that came into my head, but this is all personal preference and shit. So go for it.
I do think that the way that anybody looks can have a huge influence on the things that you choose. And I think there are some people, when they're very good looking, they might not explore. Sometimes when somebody is super short, they'll pursue the gym because they want to feel bigger, right? I think sometimes people don't really explore their brain and really push into it when they're super good looking. I'm not saying it's always the case, but it's like if you didn't have to, if things were given to you, because I mean, just imagine from the time you're like, you ever see a picture? You ever see a
rough one?
You ever see a picture of a girl who's really, really pretty from when they're like 4 years old or something? You're like, damn, you were always super cute, like from the time you were little. So imagine the family's always talking about how cute you are. Then you get to be 14 and people are talking about how beautiful you look. And now you got makeup on and like there's a whole thing to it. And I just think the way that we look, the body that we're in, it really shapes us. Imagine you're 7 and someone's like, you should be in like a talent show. Like you look great. Like you would, and maybe the chubby kid was never told that before. And so it definitely, the heavier boy, somebody might say, you should play football. You're a big kid, right? He's going to be encouraged to go a different route. And the kid that's unathletic, he's going to be like, man, I don't fit in with half the stuff my friends do. So I'm just going to sit here and read my fucking Harry Potter book. And they're going to develop a side of their brain that maybe other kids aren't working on at that time.
So Power Project family, I hope you enjoyed this clip. We are on Discord and Reddit. We're trying to talk to you guys and build a community down there. So the links are in the bio. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, share this out with people so you can share the wealth of health. As cheesy as that fucking sounds. Peace.